Tesla, humanity's fighter for round 8, is up next, and so he performs Volune with his Valkyrie, giving him the infamous CGI Tesla suit. Now, if you were watching my videos prior to this season's release, then you would have already heard about the huge doubt and worry I, amongst many others, had for this suit being CGI. Honestly thinking that the entire round would just be ruined, as the first trailer did not do it any justice. For a recap of that, if you want, you could go check out the discussion about those trailers by clicking the link in the top right. But anyway, let's not get off the topic. Over time, as we got more trailers and closer to the date, the CGI just didn't look as bad as it first seemed, and it also looked like they improved upon it after some time. Seeing it after the Volune isn't also too bad, to be honest. Fast forward and we get some Beelzebub backstory pretty early on and learn he's cursed by Satan. For those who form a connection with him will have their heart ripped out. Due to this curse, he isolated himself and everyone else stayed away from him until 3 angels came and approached him, wanting to be friends. Very brave of them, because if I heard such rumors about someone, I'd also be sure to keep my distance from them. I'd still be very kind and considerate to them nonetheless, but I wouldn't try and form any close bonds. It's also ironic how in the Ragnarok universe, Lucifer is still an angel and isn't the same entity as Satan as portrayed in, other religions. Just a fun fact there. Another fun fact is in the manga, Beelzebub is seen feeding a unicorn, when in the anime, it's a goat with wings. And I think that change is better to drive the point home that Beelzebub is really harboring Satan, since goats are often a metaphor or a sign of devil-like activities or worship going on. Always love these cool little anime additions. If only Lucifer knew of such things, because I think Beelzebub feeding that goat is kind of like a dead giveaway. That people are telling the truth, as he believes Satan is just a superstition. Lucifer and the gang manages to convince Beelzebub to join them as he literally pulls him into the light, and notice the ominous goat standing there and staring while in the darkness, not joining them. Another foreshadowing of the worst to come. Over time, Beelzebub hung out with them, ate, played, and laughed, and it's nice to see Beelzebub experience some positive emotions for once with his first friends, no longer alone. That is, until tragedy strikes, and he awakes with all 3 dead, hearts torn out, proving that Satan is real. And so he vows to take vengeance on Satan. Now this is interesting, because it's not like he never experienced this before, so I'm assuming he isolated himself because he listened to what everyone else has been saying, and never basically confirmed it until now, which is kinda crazy. Another thing is, how did people find out about that he had this curse? Was there witnesses in the past? Maybe he might have killed his parents and people found out? There are just so many questions about Beelzebub's past and how he got this curse that is yet to be revealed. Next, Beelzebub does some intense research into finding Satan, and we get one of the biggest baddies in all of Ragnarok, named Lilith, approaching Beelzebub, offering to help him find Satan for killing her childhood friend Lucifer. And let me say, Beelzebub, you damn lucky dog. It should have been me. After some time of searching, things are looking grim, and Beelzebub falls asleep wondering where Satan could be. Well, Satan chooses to reveal himself in his dream, showing him torturing his friends. Let's just say the design choice for Satan is truly spectacular and terrifying. I for sure would freak the fuck out if this was my sleep paralysis demon. Good job incorporating it from the manga. During this dream, Satan does warn that all who he loves will perish. So you would think Beelzebub would take this to heart immediately and stay away from Lilith, right? Right? Oh my gosh, of course not. He literally killed Lilith, one of the best baddies in Ragnarok, and that is all due to the curse Satan put on him called Destrudo, which basically forces Beelzebub to kill anyone he loves once it reaches its peak. God damn, Satan's a menace for this one. Like, bro can't even get to enjoy love for like a couple years or something. Could even let him and Lilith get down and busy. Just why Satan had to do this to Beelzebub, no one knows yet. Imagine him just doing this straight up for shits and giggles though. There has to be some grand reason to all this trolling. So hopefully we learn it someday. I'll say this though, Beelzebub definitely has one of the most traumatic backstories for the gods by far. Hell, maybe for most characters, and explains why he is the way he is. Man, Lilith and Lucifer are also something else. Talking about they forgive him and Lilith said she loves Beelzebub on her deathbed is insane work. I don't know about y'all, but I kind of be tight, and I would even know if I would believe my loved one is killing me due to a satanic possession. I might have to haunt them if that's the case. Good on those two though for having a forgiving heart and telling Beelzebub to live on for all of them, because Beelzebub needed to hear that. However, despite hearing that, he now wants to end his life begging for someone strong enough to kill him as brutally as possible, ending this episode. Yikes, what a way to end it there. So, you would think after this backstory would make you feel sad or bad for Beelzebub, right? Well, let me enlighten you on something. I do not like Beelzebub, and some would kill me for saying that, but my reasoning is all for what he did to Zero, which is fucked up all entirely. He literally planted an evil-like entity within a child that basically got him killed once the time was right. Come on, bro, Zero did nothing to him, and yet Beelzebub wanted to use him as a test subject? Bro, why not use yourself since you wanted someone to end you? I don't know, I plan to make a whole video on that, but just know I do not like Beelzebub. He's not the worst character to me, but definitely don't like him. Overall, I feel like this episode is a little bit more dark than the others and mainly focused on Beelzebub's backstory. It was all good. The little anime additions, the design, the animation, music, all well done for this episode. Nothing to really blow me out the water, so I'll give this episode a 5 out of 10. No action, just an introduction and a backstory, making it average, and I want to put it lower because, you know, Beelzebub and everything, but then I probably feel like I'm dunking on it a little bit too much. Either way, let me know if you felt differently or how you felt about Tesla's CGI suit or Beelzebub's backstory all entirely. And with that away, that's all I have for today. Thank you for tuning in for this video. I appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Stay safe out there and be good people. Peace.